Hello. Are you just going to stand there?
No, bye.
Bye. I love you. Thank you.
Yep. What are you going to talk about?
I'm just going to do a little backstory of why I'm doing this.
Okay. Slay, brother.
Slay, baby. Love you. Close the door. Thank you. Do you want some ASMR? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mostly Media podcast, where we talk media mostly. That's a work in progress. I'm going to preface this and state that if you see me physically drop out of the frame, it is fully due to the chair I'm sitting on. It's a sofa, I guess, technically. Last June, my lovely dear wife and I bought this off of Facebook Marketplace for $100. We had the intention of using it at the county fair. We had a booth where we were going to take pictures and Polaroids of people for a small fee. Yeah, we bought this for that. And we were sitting on it between our clients, I guess you could call them, the people getting their pictures taken. And I completely fell through the couch onto the concrete floor. And so I brought it back to my house. I put it in this lovely room of mine. I wish you could get the full view. There's so much plantage and beauty. Everybody's jealous. And I tried to fix it. I put a total of two wood screws on this deer leg right here. She's holding on for dear life. She could fall out at any moment. Oh, there's also some wood glue over here. But that's besides the point. Just wanted to let you know. So I wanted to start this little first episode here and just give a little backstory preface of why this is being started and the process a little bit, just to get everybody informed. So this is the Mostly Media podcast, as I said, where we talk media mostly. And originally, it was going to be me, my lovely dear wife, Janie Marie Massey, and our friend Grace. We were going to sit here, maybe not here, but we were going to sit down and record some podcast episodes talking about media, which includes movies, TV. I think we played with the idea of books at one point because our dear friend Grace is a librarian. She works at the public library. But we decided against that, I think, because you have to sit down and read a whole book to film a podcast episode, and we thought that would take way too long. So we narrowed it down to just movies, TV. I think we decided one person would take an episode or something and talk about their favorite TV or movie at the time or what they've really been enjoying, and just give a premise of it, talk about how much they love it, what they like, what they don't like about it. And then I think everybody else would watch the episode or movie too, but that we decided, I don't remember what we decided. This was a while ago. So I just decided to start it by myself because we have a singular microphone, one mic, and everybody else is busy. And I got nothing to do today. So here we are. So now that I've said that, I want to talk about my love of media. Why I got to this point here. I started... Oh, how do people do podcasts? I feel like I can't breathe. I don't want to breathe into this microphone. Am I talking too fast? I like the idea of holding the microphone. That's cool, but you can hear me moving it. I don't like that. So, my backstory with media. I love media. I love movies. I'm starting to like TV more again. I used to love watching TV shows, and then I started loving movies, and now I'm kind of back to TV shows. Just because, like, timing and stuff. Like, I was in college. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back to the very beginning. So, about a year and a half ago, something like that. It was at least a year. My roommates and we were sitting at Denny's in Bloomington, Illinois. ISU alum right here. Sorry about it. Be jealous. We were sitting at our local Denny's, South Side, the better one, and they were talking about this app that I'd never heard of. That's dangerous. There's a window into our backyard right here, and there is a telephone wire hanging that's not connected anymore. I should tell someone about that. Anyway, they informed me of this new app that they heard of. Well, not new. I don't know when the app came out, but a new app that they found called Letterboxd. And I'd never heard of this app. I didn't know what it was or what they were talking about. And they told me it is an app where you can log and rate the movies you watch. And I was like, we've been watching a lot of movies. Had a lot of downtime. I was in college, didn't really work that much because I worked weekends, drove an hour and a half home to work full time still. And I was really interested. Like, we've been watching like 4 movies a week. I was going to the movie theater by myself at that point, and I had no idea you could like log and rate all this stuff. And I downloaded the app and became instantly addicted. Like, my Letterboxd account is my prized possession at this point. I love Letterboxd. So from there, as I said, I became addicted and just logged, rated all my movies. I started watching hundreds of movies, not hundreds, tens of movies. I was watching a lot of movies. That's the point I'm trying to get at. And I just loved it so much. I loved watching movies, sitting down, getting this whole story. Wait, do I have it? It's over here. Oh no. Sorry, give me a second. I bought this on Amazon. Here, I'm going to put this down for a second. It's this whole book. I bought this little journal on Amazon. And you can't see it, but like each page is a different movie. I wrote the name of the movie and when I watched it and wrote down notes about the movie. Like, this is January 4th, Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio. These are live notes from me watching the movie. I didn't do timestamps, but I did leave live notes. First note, I love stop motion so much. Looking back at this, some of this doesn't make sense to me because I watched it over 2 months ago. Damn, 2 sons died in front of him. Okay, well, that's a little teaser there. And so I really got into media. And after I left school this last December, I found myself not watching as many movies. I didn't have as much downtime. I was working 5 days a week again for 40 hours. And I just didn't have all the time in the world to sit down and watch 4 or 5 movies a week anymore. And so I found myself recently watching more TV shows because I can sit down, watch a TV show or two for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour maybe if it's a good show. And it's just a lot easier at this point to just sit down and do that. But I want to get back into watching more movies again. I haven't watched as many. But like, that is basically the premise of this show. It's just me right now. are going to sit down, talk about one of our favorite shows, movies at the time, and just go into detail about what we love and the things we want to change about it. And I keep saying we, referring to the fact that there were supposed to be 3 of us weekly doing this, but it's just me currently. But this is the first episode. It's just like a tester episode. I wanted to get a little setup going and see how I could get this working. But I do want to at least have guests. I have my wife, Grace, a bunch of my other friends, maybe my parents, maybe my mom, my brother, who knows? We could have anybody. And yeah, I just really want to sit down and have a little chat about media together and have this fun time. I want you to come with me on this journey. Let's do it. So, I don't want to talk about any media specifically this episode this week. I just wanted to give a little backstory, a little premise of what all this is going to be and how it's going to go. So, if you're interested in media of any sorts, movies, television, we could even do an episode about YouTube videos we loved as a child. There's so much media. Oh, podcasts? This currently right here is a podcast, and I myself am a fan of podcasts. I have many podcasts that I love, and I'm not going to tell them to you now because maybe that's for a future episode. You ever think about that? So, I think this is where I'm going to leave it at. If you want to come and follow along, I'll probably get a little social media started because I'm serious about starting this podcast and I really want to do it. So I might get a little Twitter going, maybe a little Instagram, get a little logo made. And then I need to figure out how to get this on Spotify and Apple Music. Apple Podcasts, sorry. But I'm serious about this. And if you want to come along, you're free to come with me. Let's get into media, everybody. I hated that. That's disgusting. Oh my gosh.